I've really missed the library stuff.
The library stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our libraries are run by our library board. They are open. We have Lindsay and Fenland Falls Library is now open to the public.
Right.
Not exactly as it was before, like with, capacity and limits and protocols and stuff. And we now have curbside pickup at all other library locations. So there was a few locations that they didn't quite have it in place. So we're happy to say now people can, order a book, they can drop off a book. We can have that, make that arrangement now at all our libraries. Service centers, we have a service center open now in Copaconk. That's the first one we've opened. We're looking at opening another one in Omemee, and then we'll look at one in the Lindsay area somewhere. We're just struggling a little bit because some of our service centers are in multi-use buildings. So
Right, okay.
how do we keep everybody in that building safe once we open it up to the public? So there's a little more to it than just opening the door, and Copaconk is a self-contained building. Omemee's a self-contained building, so it's a little bit easier to do. But also a lot of people have adjusted, right? They're doing business differently than they used to do. My dad now banks online, and he's never banked online. He's 90 years old.
My mom
and he
uses
wouldn't have
social
anything to
media.
do with banking online. But now, recognizing
Well, exactly,
that
right? That was their
he's-
thing. They like to go and they like to make it
Sure,
part of their week,
sure they
and
do.
now they have to adjust.
And I think we're seeing that right across the spectrum of the whole city. It's even with our city services. People that used to pay their taxes, would walk into a service center and pay their taxes in cash or with a check, because they've always done it that way. Went to a bank and did it, or went online and did it, and they've never really done that before. So, does that mean that our services need to change the way we're operating? Do we need to open up all these service centers again if the demand isn't there? It goes back to the demand again. We want to offer these services to our residents, but we're going to look at, can we do it a little bit differently, because the demand out there has changed. It's now more of a demand this way than whereas before it was more of a manual demand. And people are changing the way they do business, and the municipalities that are successful, like businesses that are successful, will have to adjust the way they do business, to meet that new demand. And the businesses that'll come out of this and thrive are the ones that will look to do things a little bit differently moving forward.
I think that's one of the biggest challenges I've had, is that I've had to learn how to do some new things, even though, I consider myself to be, into technology and stuff like that, but, just not taking for granted that all these things are open and raring to go.
Well, it's true. I mean, we get set in our ways, we everything is, as it always has been. And sometimes when that gets thrown for a whack and, something happens beyond our control, like it did in the spring, we have to adjust. And some people adjust better than other people, right? And, some are saying, that's fine. I can do without that. I'll do it this way. I'll make that adjustment. It's been a tough spring for people. It's been a tough summer for people, right? I mean, businesses are struggling. I worry about our patios and restaurants. They got by this summer because they were able to expand their patios. But when the winter comes in the fall and those patios it's not so attractive to sit outside when it's 5 degrees, are they still going to have a limited capacity indoors? And, that's going to be tough for winter for a lot of our businesses. So, we'll certainly do what we can to help, but everybody's going to have to, promote takeout and sort of promote some different things that we've never done before, and or that they've never done before. And hopefully we'll get through this with, doing it differently, but still doing it.